Hello, it's Sunday, and it's been fun. So hopefully you've seen my other video, which was the week 5 summary. This is the start of week 6. Now, today being the Sunday, it comes as close to cheat day as I'm going to come this week. And I learnt to cook with maple syrup today, to say the least. So let's just quickly cover off food. Well, I say quickly, we'll see. So for breakfast and basically brunch again, mainly because of how long they took to cook, were those pancakes I was talking about. Now, the first one, which I didn't get a picture of, came out as 2 blobs. So that one, it was okay. It cooked okay, it just looked rubbish, to say the least. But as it went on, I got better and better at cooking these pancakes. I used that multi-cooker thing to keep it warm, so they basically sat on the wire rack up there with the heat on high and the lid put on, and that actually kept them warm quite well. And I poured some maple syrup over the top of the pancakes once I got it on the plate. It tasted quite good, and getting kind of good at it. But having said that, the effort I had to put into to cook it, not sure was worth it. Now, I have a second vat of the pancakes mix to make up, which will be next Sunday if I hit my goals. And then after that, I may just say if I'm going to have pancakes, that will be the one time I'm allowed a McDonald's breakfast. If I hit my goals, it's got to be on the Sunday morning, which means I've got to be very early on the Sunday morning. It'll have to be before I record the summary, I reckon, because they stop at 10:30. But not happening just yet. That's just what I'm thinking of for the time being. And obviously we're going to get past next Sunday's pancake batch first, which might even be easier and better, but we'll see. So, because it ended up being brunch, I didn't really have anything for tea at all. Well, for dinner, I should say. I moved on to tea, and because of how much maple syrup there was left, I decided to have a little experiment. Now, I've had a piece of pork in the freezer for a little while now that I've called the Monster, because it looks like about 3 slices thickness rather than just one. And well, I'm not really skilled enough to try and cut it in half myself. So I decided I was going to have that for tea. Put some crispy chicken with it. But the experiment was, I decided to pour some maple syrup in the multi-cooker with it. Now, anyone who's cooked with maple syrup before is going to be screaming at me saying that was a mistake. Because whilst what it cooked as was gorgeous, the pork was to die for, and the crispy chicken, which mainly got the vapours from maple syrup on it, they were gorgeous. What wasn't a part of my meal was the burnt maple syrup on the base of the multi-cooker, which, because I knew was a problem as soon as I got the pork out, I managed to scrape a lot of it away. There's still remnants of it on the bottom, which probably means a few of my food in the next few days is going to have a little bit of maple syrup odour to it. Not a bad thing. I kind of like the odour of maple syrup. I also managed to fog out my kitchen with maple syrup vapours, which was a wonderful smell. I put with that 3 veg. I'm saying 3 veg because I ran out of cauli, so it's carrots, peas and sweet corn. And I'm not going to get any more now till I go shopping next, which should hopefully be Friday again, but we'll see where we go on that. So yeah, as I say, the food there was gorgeous. Just shame about the cleaning job, which I think I've got mostly out of the way. And then, well, you know when you learn a lesson and then you decide, well, what if I try it a different way with this, but basically doing the same sort of thing again? Yeah. Because I still had loads of maple syrup left, and I still got a bit left, but I'm going to keep that in the fridge ready for pancakes next week if it keeps that long. But I decided to look up online if it was possible to do maple syrup toast. And what I found online was basically, it says use a griddle, which is effectively a posh frying pan. I don't have a griddle, I have frying pans. And I now have burnt maple syrup at the bottom of my frying pan as well. So I think I've had more maple syrup get burnt than consumed today. But still, it was gorgeous. Again, going back to, I've got to be good for the rest of the week. It's the rule. Sunday is a blowout day. Monday last week was a bad day, but it won't be this week. I have stuff in. Thinking about it, I am late home tomorrow, so I'm just going to have to make sure I'm just well prepared. We'll see how that goes. I'll explain that at the end for you. In fact, no, I've said it. Let's explain it now. Tomorrow, straight after work, 7 p.m, I've got my program setting at Nuffield Health because I'm deciding I'm going to add 1 gym session to my 2 swim sessions a week. So the guy who did my health MOT, who says I'm doing the right things already, but what suggested I go in for a program so we can see what I can improve. He's the guy who's going to do the program setting for me, and we'll see how that goes. If it's not working, I'll drop the program but continue with the swimming. Basically, is my thoughts on this right now. But we'll just have to see where we go with it. Now, exercise for today. A couple of my wonderful friends text me or messaged me, whatever it was, earlier in the day, asking if I was free and suggested we all go for a walk at Burrs, which we did. Absolutely wonderful walk. We only did a couple of miles, but I walked to Burrs and back from Burrs. And with all that, I'm currently on 10,270. Now, it's 10:30 in the evening, and I've still got a bit of pottering to do today. So, by no means is the day over. I'm not going out for a long walk, I don't need to do that. I just need to do another 30 steps and I've hit the target. I can't see that being an issue somehow. I think that's going to be achieved. Strangely, it reckons I've only done 4.5 miles. Previously, 2,000 steps has been a mile. But when I was on the walk, I had the GPS on my watch, and probably we were taking smaller steps just due to the fact that that we were following their lead more than anything else, or we were just walking slowly, having a chat, or something like that, basically. So, not too concerned about the miles. Steps is just as important, in fact, probably more important, because that's the actual exercise I'm doing. But we'll try and keep that going up for the rest of the week, so that the whole week ends up being 35 miles or more, basically. Probably more with the increased amount of steps. And I'm only on 13 floors climbed so far, so I just need to climb my stairs a couple more times, which not only will get my steps to where they should be, but also my stairs. Now, I'm watching the race, the Formula 1. It starts on Channel 4 at 11 p.m. It's a highlights, not a live. So basically I just use the ad breaks as a point to just quickly nip upstairs, do something, nip back downstairs, steps done. So that's Sunday. That's everything from Sunday. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I apologise that I hesitate when I get to this point every evening. I always think there's something else I need to be saying to you guys. There isn't. There's nothing else. I've gone through everything I need to go through, not really having any big statements or anything like that. I'm going to start scripting these in the near future, and hopefully that'll make them look better. But by scripting, I mean I'm literally just going to scribble some bits on a bit of paper and just follow my notes, which means I'll do this a lot. Unless I could pin... I suppose I could put a document on the screen or something. Anyway, we'll work that out later. But yeah, thanks very much for watching today, guys. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button. If you don't like it, comments, dislikes, please do both. And any comments are appreciated as usual. Subscribe if you want to keep seeing what I'm doing. Don't forget to check out my summary video from earlier today. Otherwise, thanks very much, and for Sunday, that's a wrap.